We have something that really resembles an RC buggy now, so at this point it's time to install our main engine and electronics with Kit Bag O. Much of Kit Bag O centers around getting your engine and main running components into position. As I'm just looking at building the rolling chassis for the moment and we'll be installing the engine later, there's little we can do here, but we'll go ahead and get the support structure and other components in place and ready for the engine install later. With that said, we'll start with the engine support structure, two expertly machined aluminum mounts that the engine is installed on top of. These are installed onto the chassis in these locations, and are secured from the bottom with M4 sized 10mm flathead screws along with countersunk washers, all including thread lock considering we're going into metal. Next we'll get our exhaust wire mount installed. In essence this secures the exhaust to the chassis, so to do this insert the pin into the mount and secure with a set screw with thread lock, after which we place the mount on the chassis and carefully secure from the bottom with a single 6mm flathead screw, complete with thread lock. Next we'll get our air filter mount installed straight onto the top of the brake assembly here with a single M3 size 10mm flathead screw. The remaining parts in this kit bag consist of parts for the air filter and clutch, both of which fit directly onto the engine itself, although we can go ahead and get them somewhat prepared in the meantime. Starting with the air filter then, attach the filter housing to the angled hose, after which we can slide on the filter itself and secure with the end cap, using a single 8mm caphead screw to hold it all together. Bear in mind zip ties are included and will be used at either end of the hose once mounted to the engine itself. That just leaves us with the clutch. We'll start with the metal flywheel where we need to install the clutch shoes, all perfectly machined and of top quality I may add. Anyways, you'll receive 2 yellow and 2 green springs with the kit, and keeping the coloured pairs opposite to each other, insert a spring into a shoe, and then seat into the flywheel, before securing with a single pin. Repeat across all 4 sides, bearing in mind the coloured spring pairs will oppose each other for a stock setup. With that done, we'll reach for the clutch bell next, where we insert a bearing on the inside, before inserting the clutch we just built, along with some hardware to keep it in place. While on the opposite end we place a single bearing, followed by a single shim, and this will then be secured to the engine with a single M3 size 10mm flathead screw. I'll leave this to one side for now, pending engine install later. And that's it. Clutch and air filter prepared and ready to be installed onto the main engine, and all other engine support and hardware installed into the buggy. On to bag P, where we can continue with preparing our steering and brake linkages.